viewers, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Viana's Beauty. If you're new to this channel, this is a channel where we talk everything beauty related. When I talk of beauty, I mean makeup, lifestyle, hairstyles, fashion, and of course fitness. And in the fitness aspect today, I'm going to be talking about intermittent fasting. Intermittent fasting is one of the ways I use to lose 45 kg, that is 100 pounds, in 4 months. Yeah, I mean 4 months, and I'm so super serious and honest about this, and it did work for me. And as I said on my previous videos, there are different windows of intermittent fasting. But before we get into that, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, yes, handsome guy, beautiful lady, please hit on the subscription button and join the family, because here we are all about fitness, beauty, fashion, and anything that will make you feel beautiful and confident. Okay, now intermittent fasting, for those who don't know, is just another way of losing weight. It's not a diet type, but it's just giving yourself some time, giving your system some time, so that your system can use the stored fat as a form of energy. We already know that as every human being, when you are eating, there is a percentage of fat that is being stored in your system. That's why if you go for a fast, if you fast for 1 week, 2 weeks, you're not gonna die, as long as you hydrate yourself. You are hydrated by drinking water. Okay, so what happens is that while you are fasting, or while you are away from food, your body will still be using the stored fat as a form of energy. This way you discover that you are losing weight. So that is the main essence of intermittent fasting. For those who are Christians, I know fasting is not very strange for you, or even if you're Muslim, I know fasting is not very strange for you, because it's a religion's observation that most religions observe, yeah, during some particular periods. Now, I'm a Christian, and usually before I came to know about intermittent fasting, I used to fast, and I discovered that whenever I fast, depending on the period of time I'm fasting, if it's 21 days, I'll discover that during that period I'll lose weight. So recently in my weight loss class, when they told us about intermittent fasting, I was just like, oh, now I understand why I used to lose weight when I fast. That is just the thing. And I really love intermittent fasting because it does not really deprive you of the things you love. When I talk of the things you love, I mean healthy things. Okay, I'm not talking about chocolate, too much sugar, fizzy drinks, junk. No, I don't mean that. Like, if you are someone who loves to take carbs, because recently it has been proven that the best way to lose weight fast is by consuming more fats and less of carbs, which brings me to the best weight loss diet, which is the ketogenic diet. But the ketogenic diet is not sustainable. Why? Because you can start up and you lose the weight, and if you cannot sustain it, if you cannot take it to be your lifestyle, just like a vegetarian, know that along the way you fall off, and that weight might come back if you don't know certain things about weight gain or about weight loss, depending on your body type. So with the intermittent fasting, you don't necessarily need to do weight, you don't really necessarily need to do the ketogenic diet, depending on how much you want to lose and what's your time frame of losing weight. As for me, the 4 months I lost 45 kg, I did the ketogenic diet, I did intermittent fasting. That was basically it. That was basically what I did, because I didn't exercise then, and because of that I lost 45 kg. So intermittent fasting, you're giving your time a period of you're giving some time without food, without snacks, but you are allowed to hydrate yourself with water. This is because water does not contain any calories. Yeah, so you can hydrate yourself all through the day, or through your intermittent fasting window. I have a video where I talk of the different windows. You can go for the 12-hour, that's you fast for 12 hours, and then the next 12 hours, that will be your eating window, where you can eat your 3 meals, again depending on how much you want to lose weight. Okay, so intermittent fasting for beginners, which is really what I want to talk about today, how to start your intermittent fasting journey. So to start, if you are somebody who used to eat if you are somebody who eats so much like I used to do, you consider starting up gradually. Some people do eat 6 times a day, some people do eat 8 times a day, some people do eat 3 times a day, but all through the day they will be snacking. No, that's not the case. If you want to do intermittent fasting, you just have to choose um an eating window and make sure that you respect that eating window. Okay, so when I started up, I used to be like, I ate a lot and I snacked a lot throughout the day. I'll snack on nuts, snack on I'll snack on, just drink the junk and all that. But when I started intermittent fasting, I took it gradually. So usually my routine was, when I wake up in the morning, I do very heavy breakfast. I can do a scrambled egg, fried egg, boiled egg, tea, and you can imagine. And when I started by cutting that off. But because I used to be a very heavy eater, I had to maybe take my breakfast by 10 a.m. Yeah, because usually I will take my breakfast by 8 a.m. So I just took that 2 hours off my usual breakfast time. So from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. I'll be fasting, then I'll have my breakfast. After like 2 weeks, just um I just took out breakfast from my routine, and when I wake up in the morning, I'll drink green tea and lemon. Then at 12 o'clock, that's when I'll have my first meal of the day. And by 4 p.m., yeah, when I have my first meal of the day, by 4 p.m. I'll eat, and then by 6 p.m. I'll have something light. When I did that, I discovered that my weight loss, I was losing weight, but it was kind of slow. I needed something fast. So my coach told me that if you want something fast, start with 2 meals a day. Yeah, 2 meals a day. So probably I'll start by 2 p.m. and then I'll have my last meal at 6 p.m. Yeah, I started losing weight. Like a week, I could lose like 3 kg. But then she told me that, okay, your system now has been introduced to the fasting level. Why don't you do OMAD? OMAD is 1 meal a day. And honestly, if you want to do intermittent fasting and you've never been fasting before, I think this is the best way to get into it. You just introduce yourself. You just go gradually so that you can sustain it in the long run. Because one thing with weight loss is that go in for something that is sustainable. Go in for something that is sustainable. Go in for something that you can do in the long run. You understand what I mean? So she said, okay, now your system has gradually been introduced to the fasting. Now it's time for you to get into the OMAD. So when I got into the OMAD, that was when I started seeing like massive results. In 1 week, I lost 5 kg, and it was just amazing. Like, it was the best thing that could happen to me. I know lots of people will be saying I lost 8 kg, but I have very slow metabolism, and apart from having a slow metabolism, I'm an endomorph. If you haven't watched my video on the different body types, you have to do so, because it will help you understand a lot about your weight loss. When you understand your body type, you will understand why you are either losing weight very fast or you are gaining weight very fast, and it's difficult for you to lose the weight. So I'm an endomorph, and endomorphs gain weight very fast, but to lose the weight, it's so difficult. They will have to do like strict dieting, exercise, intermittent fasting, and everything possible to lose the weight. And even at that, it's not a guarantee that they will lose the weight at the rate at which they want. So when I lost 5 kg in 1 week, I was so super proud of myself. I was happy, and it motivated me to do the OMAD more. So, and apart from fasting, you also have to drastically reduce your food portions. You have to do what they call portion sizes, like you'll be eating a handful on your fist. That means if you're eating something like brown rice, yeah, because brown rice is allowed in a low carb diet, but it's not in a ketogenic diet. Okay, so if you want to eat something like rice, you have to like take just a quantity that can fill your hand. You understand? Remember that you already have stored fat in your system, and you are fighting to burn that fat. That is why you need to like go reduce your food sizes, do intermittent fasting. And if you're someone who works out, it's also important for you to work out in a fasting state. That's in the morning. If during the day, if you can work out in the evening, that's still fine, because after you've eaten, and not immediately, not don't work out immediately after you eat. For example, if you the only time you have to work out is by 8 p.m. and you have to take your last meal of the day at 6 p.m. When you take your meal and at 8 p.m. when you're working, you'll still make sure your body will still kind of burn and reduce the calories that you've already consumed. So it's better to work out at any time than not to work out at all. Yes, guys, so that's it. If you're starting intermittent fasting, just start gradually. You can start 2 hours, go without eating. Just make sure that you are cutting away all the junk, the snacking and all that. That is what makes your intermittent fasting to work. And guys, when you're doing intermittent fasting, it automatically reduces the amount of calories you are consuming, because whenever you eat anything, be it a snack or whatever, you've already consumed calories. And if you're trying to lose weight and you're trying to lose weight fast, you will try to be at a calorie deficit. I don't know if I'm making sense, but let me know what you're doing to lose weight. Let me know in the comment section. Tell me your eating window. Tell me if you're doing 2 meals a day, or you're doing 1 meal a day, or you're doing 3 meals a day. Just let me know on the comment section and let's interact, guys. That's it about the video of today. I hope you did learn something, and if you did, please remember to give this video a big thumbs up. Remember to share with all your loved ones. It's not just about losing weight, but it's about staying fit and staying healthy. I love you so much. I'm going to see you in my next I Am Fiana's Beauty.